So Tibuta reached out to me and offered to send me this tablet. It's a 7-inch Android tablet. It's under $60 currently, although they have said they may increase the price to about $79. But it's, under $100, under $80 kind of price range in terms of a tablet. By the way, if you want that under $60 price, you can go to Amazon right now. At the time of filming, that's where it is priced. I'll leave a link down below if you're interested in picking this tablet up. But first and foremost, I want to let you know up front, they did send this to me. They did not ask me to say anything specifically or not to say anything specifically. So this is a real review of this tablet. I've been using it for 2 or 3 weeks now, and I have some thoughts. And the first thing I want to talk about is who is in the market for a tablet like this and what expectations should you have? The second thing we're going to talk about obviously is, does it work? So if you're going to put down 60 bucks on a tablet like this, does it work? You don't want to buy something that just flat out doesn't work. Short answer up front, everything I've tested works just fine. But I want to talk about what are the right expectations we should have for a tablet like this. So this is really for someone who doesn't have a lot of money to spend. $60 is not a lot of money. But you're wanting a tablet experience. And so you're looking for something that you can get into without having to put out that iPad or that iPad Pro money, right? So that's really the market. I would say if you're going to compare this tablet to anything, it's really, you're looking at tablets like this compared to really the Amazon Fire tablets. Those tablets are priced at a comparable level. They have options that are under $60. They have options that are over $100, but you can get an Amazon Fire tablet for about the same price. So to me, the reason I'm picking this tablet up over an Amazon Fire tablet is because I want the Android experience. So this comes with the Android Go version, which is a version of Android that's created for low power devices. Now this does have a quad core chip in it, but you're not getting the latest and greatest chip from the top end manufacturers and this thing for $60. So that's the big thing, is all the features I'm going to talk about today do work. They work just fine. I really haven't had any issues at all with this tablet. It's actually gone further than I thought it would. But I do want to set the expectation that you are buying a $60 tablet. So don't expect this to be the snappiest, most responsive tablet in the world. It works. It's a solid experience. So real quick here, let's take a look at, I'm going to flip over the box and let's take a look at the specs. So this does have an LCD display. It is 7 inches. So let me talk about the form factor real quick. I actually, in terms of tablets, prefer, now this is a personal preference, but I prefer a smaller tablet device. I prefer the 7-inch form factor over something like a 10-inch. To me, the reason I'm going to a tablet is because I want a little bit more of a viewing experience on my screen. I want to, if you have a smaller phone or a smaller device, you may want more screen to watch a movie on, or a YouTube video, or to browse the web on, or to play a game on. And so that's why you would upgrade to a tablet for those types of use cases. I've used both large tablets and I've used smaller ones. And the reason I prefer this smaller tablet is mainly because they're easier to hold. I feel like two things. I feel like the screen is big enough. So a 7-inch screen is big enough for me to have a great experience, or great viewing experience or gaming experience on a tablet, with the form factor still staying in a manageable size. So it's small enough to where it's not too heavy. This is a plastic body on this tablet, but it actually has a really nice feel in the hand. The quality doesn't feel cheap at all. It does feel like plastic, but it doesn't feel cheap. And it's nice and lightweight. It's super thin, super lightweight. I can almost fit this in my pocket. Actually, I can fit this in my pocket. I don't know if it'd be comfortable walking around like that, but it will fit in your pocket. So the reason I like the smaller tablet sizes is because it's much more usable in terms of weight, in terms of size, in terms of holding it. I'm holding it with one hand. I could have my phone up next to it if I wanted to. So I feel like there's more use cases for this. And the screen is just large enough to where I feel satisfied in terms of having enough screen real estate to watch a YouTube or to watch an iTunes video. So that's why I kind of go for the smaller form size. So as I said before, 17-inch. 1920, 1200 by 1920 IPS display. The CPU says here is an A133 quad-core CPU. So it is a lower end CPU, but you're still getting a quad core, which is nice. It has 2 gigs of internal RAM, so not a ton of RAM, but 2 gigs, you know, that's good. 32 gig internal storage. Now it does come with the ability to put in an micro SD card. So if you want to expand your storage, add another, 128 gigs or something along those lines, you can add a micro SD card to this tablet to expand the storage beyond 32 gigabytes. Has a camera, 2 megapixel camera. We'll take a look at the camera and test that out here in a second. Built-in battery, 2800 milliamp batteries. I've felt the battery does well for me, so I haven't, while using this, it hasn't felt like the battery doesn't have enough capacity to where it drains too fast. It's worked for me. It's been fine for me. It's not the biggest battery performer in the world, but I think it works fine for what I've needed in terms of the tablet. So let's flip it around. Let's flip the camera around real quick. Take a look at the tablet. We'll talk about the operating system. We'll talk about the apps that I've used, the testing I've put it through, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised on what this tablet can do. All right, so first up, you've got your 2 megapixel camera shooter, you have your flash, and then you have headphone jack. This is where you can put your micro SD card to upgrade your storage space. And then this does charge via USB-C, so it comes with a power brick and a USB-A to USB-C cable in the box, so it does charge via USB-C, which is really nice. And then you have the Tibuta branding and your FCC notices at the bottom of the device. There's only a single firing speaker on the bottom of the device, and it does have a microphone built in. So here's your power button. I do like the power button. It is nice and grooved. It's textured, so you can really find that very easily. And then you have your volume up and down buttons right above the power button. There is not a finger print reader or any kind of retina scanner in terms of unlocking, so you just use a traditional passcode. So I've gone ahead and I've installed Nova Launcher, replaced the default launcher in here. The default launcher was fine. I wanted something a little bit more modern looking, so I do recommend. So I also wanted to test, can you install another launcher and will it work fine in that case? And it does. So a few of the things that I've been doing, obviously I set up my email, so Gmail on here works just fine. I'm an Apple user, so I'm still kind of figuring out some of the menus. It's been a while since I've had an Android phone. YouTube, obviously YouTube works fine, so let's kind of see what the audio sounds like here. Obviously has a single firing speaker down here. Let's see what we get.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the back half of the Mic'd Up Practice Round Nashville edition. We've got special guest Will Schustrick in the house.
So again, the audio is a single firing speaker. It doesn't have a lot of bass in it, but it does get loud enough in my opinion. So I feel like the volume is nice on the one speaker that you have. I would probably say, use these with headphones or Bluetooth earbuds if you really want quality audio. I have tested this out with Bluetooth earbuds, works just fine, no problems at all. Same thing with the headphone jack, that worked fine as well. So that's YouTube. This is you can kind of see from everything opens, not really having any issues. Here's Instagram, you can open that up. Kind of slide through Instagram. I mean, you know, it works. You know, we're consuming content here, and that's what we're wanting to do. Let's see, what else did I do? The other thing I've gotten into is just testing out some games. Do some of the games work? So here is Jetpack Joyride. Alright, here's Jetpack Joyride. You know, the controls are responsive. It's just a pretty simple game. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So that's Jetpack Joyride. The other thing I've tried using, I downloaded in terms of games, was Raid Shadow Legends. I don't play this game very much, but I thought, hey, this might be a little bit more of a powerful game. So I thought, let's test it out and see if this can run, you know, Raid Shadow Legends. Alright, so as you can see, it's playing Raid Shadow Legends just fine. So yeah, so hey, if you want to game on this thing, you can game on it. Alright, so there you go. There is, so obviously, you know, using Android, I mean, it's snappy enough, it's working. What else see here? Facebook. Oh yeah, let's do this. Let me take a quick photo with the camera. So I'm going to snap this real quick here. So this is, you know, pretty nice and responsive. Alright, let's take a photo over here. Alright. See if I can get this a little bit up closer. So, you know, you get pretty good detail. You know, it's a 2 megapixel camera, so you're not going to get the best photos in the world, but if you're trying to capture a photo of a scene or something happening, a memory, it's going to be good enough to be able to look back on that. It's going to get it done. And that's basically the theme of this tablet is, does it get it done? And yes, it does. Now you can also record video. You also have a selfie camera. Which, you know, not bad. Alright, let's get it off of there. So, to take a video, just slide in from the left, switch over to video. Actually, what is this? You can change resolutions, is that right? Let's see here, let's take a little bit of video. Alright, play it back. There you go. So video, photos, check. Apps, check Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Chrome, browse the web, play games. As I said before, if you're looking for a very inexpensive, very affordable tablet that gets the job done, then you should definitely consider the Tibuta Master Pad T100. So again, keep in mind this tablet costs under $60, so don't order this expecting to get the highest end Apple iPad Pro, but I'll say this tablet is worth it in this price range. If you don't have a lot to spend and want to get into an Android tablet, this is a good option. So hey, I hope this helped you in your purchase decision. If you have any more questions about this tablet, leave me a comment down below. I'll leave a link to it in the Amazon store. It is an affiliate link, so if you do pick it up, I do benefit from that a little bit, so I appreciate that. But definitely let me know if you have any questions. I hope this video helped. Give me a subscribe, give me a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys. Peace.